Happy New Year. My name is W.Merritt and I'm the founding executive director for the Institute for Developing Urban Educational Solutions Incorporated, or DUES Inc. I pay my dues to society. I attended some very prestigious universities in the northwest of America, and they have taught me very well over the years that to whom much is given, much more is required. So I have happily, with my nonprofit 501c3 509A, a foundation, have happily provided wellness solutions to the communities that I serve all over the country, from California to Boston to Washington, D.C., and now in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I'm happy to speak to you today on some helpful tips for the new year. I know that you're on a journey to do better than what you did over the holidays. If you're anything like me, you ate more cupcakes, more pie, more cobbler, more cheese, more butter, more sugar than you ever cared to in your entire life. And now you want to make up for it in a really, really, really big way. Well, that's a great attitude to have, but I would like to offer you the gift of moderation. There's a great philosopher who once said, all things within reason in moderation, and I have to agree with that. So, is it healthy to not have any sugar in your diet? Absolutely not. Is it healthy to not have any kind of salt in your body? No, it is not. It's not even possible. But it is possible to begin to think about the continuum of having some and having way too much, or none and way too much, none and way too much. And never the twain shall meet. If you find yourself somewhere in the middle, and you discover that, hey, all that sugar that I was having is unnecessary, and maybe I can cut out sugary drinks and limit myself if I am a once a day soda pop drinker, for instance, then maybe if I limit myself to once a week of drinking sweet drinks, then they'll make a huge difference in my glucose count and affect the way my doctor is looking at me in terms of being pre-diagnosed or diagnosed as pre-diabetic or diabetic, or even maintained as diabetic and medicated for diabetes. Excuse me. Another helpful tip that won't drive you nuts and have you doing all kinds of extraordinary special things and going out buying special equipment and special foods, you don't have to do all that, is to simply consider not cooking with salt. I know, it's crazy. We're not raised this way. Our country doesn't work this way. It's not even sexy to cook without salt, but it is in a big way. It's just not as well advertised in the past. I think things are changing and people are becoming more and more aware of what their options are. So you can absolutely do it. You can cook without salt. And if you do, your food will not taste terrible. It will be prime for the people that you're serving, whether it's your family or friends or both. You will offer them the opportunity to add salt at their discretion. And maybe you'll be helping them as well, but you'll definitely be helping yourself, homemaker, mom, head of household, whichever one that you are, because you won't feel beholden to do the stuff that you've always done with salt in your food. And as long as you are cooking with lean, clean, healthy, whole foods, you're much closer to achieving a diet that's going to be more medicating you for a healthful life, a strong, long, proud, healthful life, as opposed to one that's dependent on drugs to treat some sort of preventable illness, unfortunately. So, will your food taste lousy? No, it will not. It will simply take a little bit of table salt to taste if you decide that that's the way you want to go. But you will also along the way discover that many times you won't even need salt. Sounds radically outrageous, I know. Just try it, and you'll see. Okay, what's another tip that I have for you? Increase your water intake. This is something a pastor of mine has said for years. And you may not have a pastor and may not be interested in having one. But I tell you, anyone who can pass this message along has got to be good in my book. Drinking more water allows your body to flush out some of the chemicals and toxins that get in, regardless of how careful we are with our diet. It flushes your tissues, it flushes your system, it allows you to flush your kidneys, and it increases and encourages proper peristalsis for digestion and regularity. It moderates or regulates the heart, and it's supposed to clear up skin as well. I don't know, got a ways to go on that, but me personally, but you may be a lot closer to that goal. And I would just like to encourage you, if you're already thinking about increasing the amount of water that you take in every day, I'd like to encourage you and to share with you some information I found on the internet. You can find this by Googling the effects of water upon the body. It actually helps you to relieve the cravings that you get from reducing salt and reducing sugar. So these are just two very, very simple tips that will help you with moderating your diet after a nice, loving, rich food culture of the Christmas holiday season. And I want to encourage you, if you need accountability partners, then I am here for you, and I have some folks, some interns, some Education Masters interns who will be happy to take your phone call, your phone number, and your email address, and to send you encouraging words of wisdom and little quotes every single day for the next 6 weeks. There will be a challenge issued, and you should watch the the WordPress blog for announcements of this challenge. So in case you're interested in taking that challenge, you can come along for that journey as well. In the meantime, if you would like to just state your desire to improve your diet going forward in 2016, please join us at 1ounceofprevention.wordpress.com and leave your name. You can blog about anything you want, what your purpose is, what your needs are, what you've tried before, and we will respond to you, and we'll all get on the same page, and we'll support each other in improving our health outcomes in 2016. Happy New Year to you and your family. Prospero años, and I hope to see you soon on 1ounceofprevention.wordpress.com. Thanks so much.